Hello, I'm Ross. Just wanted to talk to you about my book, UZ Days, which I published on Lulu under Dr. Ross Gordon Cooper. Well, the UZ, funny place that we knew that was full of riots all the time, and it was a challenging place. Lecturers weren't very good. Had to study a lot on our own, and there was always chalkboard. But the practicals were good. I learned a lot from them, and I owe it to them that I got my degrees eventually, and not the highest of grades, but got a 2-1 for my first undergraduate degree, specializing in physiology. And then I did my DPhil and did very well on that. There's some published papers, and I graduated with a red mamba robe. I remember some people, excuse me if I don't mention you all, Charlene Ahmed in undergraduate, Helen Payne, Manfred Tanya Niwa, some other good people I knew. And I remember more of the times that I had course was my DPhil, and my project proposal at first was on rat embryos, and that was rejected. Then I did one on combined chloroquine and ethanol on kidney function in the rat, and I remember that being accepted, but after a long time, after 1 year, a lot of red tape. The technician who helped me a lot was Mr. David Fluck. He gave me all the chemicals, equipment. He ordered it when it was needed. Mr. Richard Hondo, later to become chief technician, was helpful, as well as the Nandaros, the two brothers and sisters, Chikosi, Simba, and Tandai. Takwa was also quite helpful. Then later on we had Hodza, Percy, and Mutsive, Amos. The staff was Musa Baene, and he was my supervisor. He was a really hard man. Then we had Constance Sawani, Pat Kelly, Lynette Sugola, Professor Uma Papi, Samuel Arthur, M.A. Osim, Owen Parry, and Jeff Chifamba. And it was basically you just expected to get on with it, learn the techniques, and it was a matter of getting there for 6 o'clock in the morning and leaving after 6 at night, every day of the week, especially with the rat surgery and the cannulas and looking after them. It wasn't easy. Then eventually I managed to get results and started to accelerate with all my analyses in physiology, and graduated with a Doctor of Philosophy. The late technicians I want to remember are Amon, Green, Charles, and Joseph. We had some good trips, both research and also the rural attachment trips for medical students. Unfortunately, they passed on before their time. I also remember all the animal house staff and their helpfulness, and other friends in other departments that were helpful, like Brian Gratwick in biological sciences, Professor Marshall, and Gerard Ashley, who's now the chief technician of biological sciences. And I'm still in touch with some of them. Of course, times have moved on, but as a student, there were a lot of riots, and every year there was a demonstration and tear gas. And students didn't really appreciate what they were given. They were given free accommodation, free food, all given a government grant or payout. So that was more than most universities in the world get. But suppose that was how it was. And yeah, so there you go. That's all been written. Focusing on a few of the bits in my book, UZ Days. So have a read if you want. And all the best. Take care. Bye.